Question number 10 from section 2.5, equations of lines. We're asked to find the slope and the y-intercept of the line, then graph the line. To find the slope and the y-intercept, we want to make this line look like the form y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. To do that, we're going to have to solve for y. We're going to first subtract 2x from both sides of the equation. And that gives us 2x minus 2x, which is 0, and then we have a negative y on the left side. And we have 5 minus 2x, we're going to write as negative 2x, and then plus 5, just so that we can keep it in the form of y equals mx plus b. Our next thing, we want to get the y by itself. We can multiply everything by negative 1, or we can divide everything by negative 1. Either way, done algebraically correct, you should get the same result. Negative y divided by negative 1 is a positive y, and negative 2 divided by negative 1 is a positive 2x, and a positive 5 divided by negative 1 is a minus 5. So the slope of this line is positive 2, and the y-intercept of this line is negative 5. Enter those and check your results. The slope is 2. The y-intercept is 0, negative 5. And let's go ahead and sketch this. Okay, to sketch this line, I'm going to start off with the y-intercept of 0, negative 5, and then use the slope of 2, where the slope can be written as a fraction 2 over 1 to get to the other points. From negative 5, you're going to go up 2 units and to the right 1, up 2 to the right 1, and continue going up the page to the right. And then you can also go in the reverse direction to get the other points, some other points on the other side of the line. And the line is going to go like this. Out of all the choices that were given, our graph looks most like choice D, where it looks like it's crossing through negative 5 and it has a slope of 2. Up 2 over 1, up 2 over 1, and so on. So I'm going to choose D. Fantastic. Moving on to number 11. Give the slope of the line and the y-intercept and graph. Again, we want to get this in the form of y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. So to get the y by itself, we're going to divide both sides by 3. The 3's will divide out so that we end up with y equals 7 over 3x. So the slope of this line is the fraction in front of the x, which is 7 over 3, and the y-intercept b is 0. So we're going to write the slope is 7/3, check our answer, and the y-intercept is 0. I think I'm going to have to write it as a point. No, we just type it in as 0. It could be written as 0 or the ordered pair 0, 0. Now we want to sketch the graph. We can do that by plotting the y-intercept as 0. Goes right through 0 on the y-axis, and then to get to another point on the graph, I'm going to use the slope of 7/3. So again, slope of 7/3, that means you're going to go up 7 units and then to the right 3 units from that y-intercept. So up here you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then to the right 1, 2, 3, and that's going to be another point on the line. You can connect those to sketch the line. Out of all the choices given, this one looks most like choice D for me, and goes through 0, 0. Looks like you go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over 3. Okay, so we're going to select D, check the answer. Question number 12, the next question. Find the slope and the y-intercept of the line 2y plus 7x equals 2, and then graph the equation. To find the slope and the y-intercept, we want to get the equation of the line into y equals mx plus b form. Starting off with our equation, 2y plus 7x equals 2. We want to try to get the y by itself. We're going to subtract 7x from both sides. That gives us 2y, this is 0, equals a negative 7x plus 2. Combine those that way. And divide by 2. We're going to get y equals, divide both of these by 2 to get negative 7 over 2x plus 2 over 2, which is 1. So the slope of this line is negative 7 over 2, and the y-intercept is positive 1. That means from the y-intercept, we're going to go down 7 units, and then to the right 2 units. Let's make this graph. Let's check our answer for these. Negative 7 over 2 is our slope, and the y-intercept is 0, comma 1. I sketch this by hand. Extend the picture. We are going to locate the y-intercept of positive 1, and then use the slope, negative 7, count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then to the right 2 to make a dot. And then our line is going to go through, our line is going to go through those 2 points. Negative slope, the line goes down the page from left to right. And out of all those graphs, it looks most like, oh, it's hard to tell, so I'm going to have to zoom in to see. Okay, it looks like it crosses through positive 1 and it has that negative slope. Select D and check your answer. Fantastic. Question number 13. For this one, we're asked to the following. The graph of a linear function f is shown. Identify the slope, y-intercept, and x-intercept, and then write the equation that defines f. All right, we've got a lot of things going on here. First of all, the slope. To find the slope of a line, you need to find 2 points. And I'm going to select the point from the graph right here, and that has coordinates 0, 5, 0, 5. And this other point here has coordinates 8, 0. Actually, what I've found here is that this is actually the y-intercept. This is the x-intercept. It's where the graph crosses through the y-axis and where the graph crosses through the x-axis. And from those two, you can find the slope of the line. What I'm going to do is use this rise over run to find the slope. From this point, you're going to move down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So your slope is going to be negative 5, and then your run going this way. From here, you're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the denominator is 8. Slope of this line is negative 5 over 8. Now you can also use the slope formula y sub 1 minus y sub 2 over x sub 1 minus x sub 2 to find that answer of negative 5 over 8. Now let's go ahead and check our work. The slope is negative 5 over 8. Okay, the y-intercept, that is 0, 5, or we can type in 5. The x-intercept, where it crosses through the x-axis, is 8. Now to write an equation that defines f is f of x equals something. To find the equation of the line, we are going to use the slope-intercept form of the line. So if we know that y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope, so this is what we're going to use for m, and the b is the y-intercept. For the b, we're going to use positive 5. By plugging those in to y equals mx plus b, we get y equals negative 5 over 8x plus 5. And when we write it in function notation, what we're doing is simply changing the y to f of x, and everything else stays the same. Let's check our answer. Excellent. Okay, question number 14. We want to write the equation in standard form for the line described. The line goes through 7, 9 and is parallel to the line x plus 3y equals 2. To find the equation of the line, we need a point and we need a slope. Well, we were given the point, so we have to use this to find the slope. What is the slope of this line? If we find the slope of this line, then this other line is going to be parallel to it. It's going to have the same slope. So let's go ahead and solve this equation for the slope, y equals mx plus b. We are going to subtract x from both sides, and we get 3y equals negative x plus 2, and then divide by 3. So we get the equation of the line as y equals negative 1 over 3x plus 2 over 3. Now this line, the slope of this line is negative 1/3. Okay, this part right here, that's the slope of the line. We're going to use this slope and we're going to use this point to come up with the equation of the line. Now we're going to use a point slope form. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. By plugging in the slope, we're going to plug in here, and then the point, the xy value, we're going to plug into here and here, and simplify. We get y minus y sub 1, which is our 9, y minus 9 equals negative 1/3 x minus 7. We're going to distribute, solve this equation for y. Distribute the negative 1/3, and we get y minus 9 equals negative 1/3 x plus a negative 1/3 times a negative 7 is a positive 7/3. We're going to then, we're going to add 9 to both sides. You can use the calculator here to add those fractions if you need to get y equals negative 1/3 x. 7 over 3 plus 9 is 7 over 3 plus 27 over 3, which should give us 34 over 3. Just double checking. 7 over 3 plus 3, 7 over 3 plus 9 is 34 over 3. Now we want to get this in standard form. In standard form, we want it to look like A. We want this to look like ax plus by equals c. So we need to multiply everything in the equation by a positive 3 so that we can get rid of the fraction. So if I multiply by 3 on both sides of the equation, I get 3y equals 3 times negative 1/3 x is negative x, plus 34 times 3 is 34. And then I'm going to add x to both sides of the equation to get x plus 3y equals 34. We can check our answer. X plus 3y equals 34. Well done.